Hello, everyone, and welcome to your Spirit Messages reading. This reading is just a message from Spirit, whatever Spirit wants to bring through. For all of this could pertain to your past, your present, or your future. It's just Spirit wants to bring us some light, some clarity, guidance, understanding. So let's see what Spirit would like to talk to us about today. What do you want us to know, Spirit? Okay, the challenger, your relationship could be challenging you in a very painful way. All right, so Spirit wants to talk to us today about the relationships in our lives that are causing us great pain through a lot of different challenge, okay? And this challenge is experienced and manifested very differently for each of us, all right? But Spirit wants to talk to each and every one of us about these relationships. So I'm going to pull the Spirit Guide cards because I kind of feel like this is going two ways. So let's see. Cards, love doesn't hurt. Like, real love doesn't hurt. There's, okay, it goes two ways. There's misperception about love. And this is like love connection with anybody, a family member, a friend, a romantic partner, okay? There are varying feelings of love, right? We feel different love for different people in our life. And what Spirit is saying is there's a misperception of what love is and receiving like toxicity and harm and confusing that for love because of our attachment to somebody. So, whoa. All right, Spirit. Okay, so priorities with Master Teacher. And boredom with Spirit Teachers. Okay, so what Spirit is saying here is there are some relationships that we maintain in our life out of familiarity, comfort. Even if these relationships aren't the best relationships in our life, if they're toxic, they're abusive, they're flaky, you can't count on them, you can't depend on them, falsity, all those things that are toxic in any relationship or connection. All right. Spirit is saying that you've been led to this reading because there's a relationship in your life that you're either really struggling to let go of or you continue to maintain out of familiarity, out of history, and not so much out of love, and you call it love, but Spirit is saying love doesn't hurt you. Love doesn't leave you empty and sucked dry. And lastly, when somebody screws you over and breaks you down and you're broken, it's not love that did that to you. It's that person acting from a place that is a lack of love. And so those of you who have been really, really burned and you're like, screw love, I can't trust anybody. It's not your love for people that hurts you, your vulnerability, your openness, your trust. It's not that. You did the right thing by being all of those things. It is the person who acted from a place of lacking love, who acted from a place of fear-based energy, low vibrational energy. That's what hurt you. That's what broke you. And so those of you where you have dealt with somebody who really put you through a lot of ups and downs, you don't want to let it go. You're like, I love this person. Spirit's like, you don't. It's like a trauma connection, a trauma bond, okay? And you're just, it's like stored memory in your cells, in your soul of this person and their energy. And Spirit's saying, if you can allow yourself to shift into a new perspective about this person and what they mean in your life, you're going to see things. Because no matter how challenging, difficult, painful, toxic any relationship is, there's always something for us to learn, to gain from that experience. And what I see here is a push for you to love yourself, to know your worth, to know your value, to know your divinity. And oftentimes when we are so far removed from our spirit, knowing our worth, everything around us seems to reinforce that and make us feel smaller and smaller and smaller. And Spirit's trying to break you out of that and saying, let me pull you back together so there's not this distortion. And then you'll see you'll be strong in your soul, in your heart, in your mind. And you'll see the difference between the toxic connection and attachment trauma bond to real, true love. And you'll also come to a place where you would rather be on your own and alone and be sad that you miss somebody than be in any relationship sad and alone and crying because you are not appreciated, you are overlooked, you are not respected, and in some cases outright abused. Spirit says you don't deserve any of that. There is nothing that you have done to deserve that or feel that you need to stay, that you need to receive. Or if this person is gone from your life, why are you so eager to get back to it? So let's pull some more cards. Wow, this one's going deep. It's like Spirit's like, it's not love. That ain't love. That ain't love. Oh my gosh, as I'm saying this, it jumped out. That's not love. Yeah, that's pain. That's trauma bond. That's trauma attachment. Okay, so look at this. We have the Magician, Ten of Cups, Six of Pentacles, and Strength. Some of you are just so used to this person, like you're like, oh, that's just who they are. Spirit's like, no, I need to make you strong again. Let me pull you into my nest. Spirit wants to hold you close. The angels whisper in your ear until all lost pieces of you are reclaimed and you are whole. You are strong and stable and grounded, mind, heart, and soul. And then you see the truth about this person, okay, or multiple relationships in your life. That ain't love. It ain't love. It's not. Love is magic. Love is healing and supportive and giving. It catches you, okay? And people who break you, abuse you, take advantage of you, they don't love you, and they might not even know how to love somebody. Okay, you can't personalize that and think, oh, I'm unlovable because somebody doesn't love you. It's not about you. It's a dysfunction inside of themselves that they refuse to address, and you can't love them enough into the light. They will never get there unless they choose it themselves. Okay, and it's time for you to make yourself a priority. And you may say, well, you know, I what do I do with me? Spirit wants to show you there is so much magic about you, and that needs to be reflected back to you in relationships. And the relationships that it's not, those are the relationships that need to get out of your life. Because when somebody genuinely, genuinely loves you and has care and concern and empathy, compassion for you. They cannot harm you, okay? There's just some things they could never do. It's not to mean that people don't make mistakes, but they're not going to just run you over and not really care about it, okay? Somebody who loves you cannot do that. Think of yourself when you deeply, deeply love somebody. Could you do and say what's been done to you? Could you do that? I bet your answer is no. I couldn't act that way towards somebody I love. And that's what Spirit wants you to wake up to. The way that you are perceiving love, there's a distortion to it, and you're getting less than you deserve. And Spirit wants to pull you into the nest with the angels to awaken you to what you really deserve. Because that isn't love. All right, look at this. We have the throat chakra with honesty, truth, transparency, sincerity, communication. It is time for you to find your voice and assert yourself and know the truth. Like any person in your life, ask Spirit, show me the truth of them. The whole truth and nothing but, and Spirit will. Be prepared though, okay? Spirit will show you the truth so that you can understand, because Spirit sees all things, all the things that you can't see, and is saying to you, you deserve so much more than you're getting in this particular relationship or multiple relationships. And it's time for you to speak your truth and put some people in their place. And it's time for you to know the truth. Surrender. And look at that. Do you see all that light going into her mind? Spirit's going to show you the truth of everybody. But you've got to surrender and be willing to receive the truth no matter what it may be. Oh, look at this. Some of you, this is around your family members. And it's time for you to heal and be free of these toxic connections. You don't deserve it. You don't. And Spirit wants you to know that. And you will align to people who will love you once you love you. When you really love you, you know your worth and your value, and you'd rather be alone and on your own than used and abused. You will align to people who will love you and honor you the way that you are loving and honoring you. All right. Sorry about that. Let's pull one final message. All that is. Today I notice the love that powers all of life. I see that each tiny part of the universe is an expansion of that love, and I am aware of the presence of God in all things. I open myself to this magic. I marvel at the splendor of all that is, of which I am truly a part. You are, and it's time for you to get back all the love that you put out and you give. So those are the messages from Spirit for today. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care.